Hello, and thank you for joining us at the 13th Annual Las Vegas Black Film Festival. It is truly an honor to be with you again for over a decade. We have so much information to share with our audience in this 4-day event, with master classes from some of the industry's top cinematographers, sharing the craft, the discipline, and the vision that shaped Black cinema. And at the heart of it,
it's your girl, Mish West Coast, and we are live at the 13th Annual Black Las Vegas Film Festival. Welcome in, guys. Hi, my name is Mish, and we are here live at the 13th Annual Black Las Vegas Film Festival. Come on in. We have Tyree coming in. He wrote one of the scripts, and he is going to be teaching the cinematography class.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your script.
My script is actually a story that derived from something I wrote on a piece of paper that was never supposed to be a script. It actually was something I did that was therapeutic. It was written as a love story that then became a tragedy through a love triangle, but really a narrative meant to leave no one a hero, but also no one truly a bad guy, just different perspectives. And it's called In Love with Regret, 45 pages. Check that out. It is online where you can see it. It's in the early stages of looking to be produced, and yeah, I'm really excited about it.
That's really cool. Congratulations. And so after that piece of paper, what caused you to keep going with wanting to write?
So I'm gonna get a little deeper on it. It actually came from an instance after a relationship I was in where some things happened that really stressed me out. I would say it kept me from catching a case in a way, and I just wrote down everything. I kind of altered the events that happened because it's based on true events. It's not exactly a true story. And then when someone read it, I had written it in a notebook. And then when someone read it, they were like, hey, you know what, why don't you turn it into a movie? You like movie stuff. And then it just happened to, I sat down and it just flowed. I was writing it through class, not even paying attention to professors, writing it at work. And then before I knew it, I had a whole script. And then when I just had some actors I knew read through it, and they were like, bro, when are we shooting this? And I was like, I don't know, it was just a story.
Yeah.
And so it's really about, just to give a short synopsis, it's about 3 main characters that there's a love triangle and a tragedy that happens, and there are some decisions that have to be made in a very, very short period of time where people just kind of make decisions without thinking, and it causes long-term consequences, but in the end, they find peace with each other, realizing that that decision wasn't truly defining of them. But the events throughout the story are just out of this world. So yeah, you'll see it soon.
I love that. It sounds like you really had to tap into wanting to overcome what the situation was, not taking it for face value, but understanding you wanted something deeper out of all of this. Along the time it took you to write, you said you wrote through class, and through work. How long did it take you to fully write your script?
Honestly, so touching it up, I touched it up for years, but writing the story, I probably wrote it in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just on it.
Okay.
I was on it, and then I probably finished it even shorter than that. And the first times I touched it up, it was just delete, right back to it. And then I may have spent 3 nights on it where I stayed up through the entire night, but I got it done quick because it was from real life experience. And it was a script I was actually able to grow through because the characters I wrote were related to their real life counterparts, but years later when I touched it up and I had forgiven those people in real life and made peace and all, I started to be able to see the characters I even wrote as more human and make them less mechanical and give them more forgiving human-like qualities, if that makes sense.
It does. I like that. A lot of thought went into how you wanted to form your words, so I really appreciate that, and I'm really excited for you. If there's one piece of advice that you could give, we're going to speak into this camera. If there's one piece of advice you can give for any upcoming film writers or people that feel like they have a story and don't quite know if it should be a film yet,
write it. That's it. Just write it. Here's the thing. I wrote that on a piece of paper And when I mean like a piece of paper, I'm talking about like, so here's the scenario of how this happened. I was very, very upset and pissed off with somebody that day. Somebody who had done something to me, some other individuals, just the whole situation that I was in was really irking me. When I went home and wrote this, I'm telling you, I wrote it as in like just...
Like a hate letter?
Yeah,
oh,
almost like that. On a piece of computer paper.
Okay.
Just in pen, like that. Then I rewrote it a lot later in a notebook because it felt like journaling. And that paper was crumpled up. It was, you know how like when papers get lost in a backpack and no folder? It was getting treated like that. Yeah, it was getting treated like that, but I wrote it. So write it. Even if you don't start in the script software. When it comes to scripts, I write notes all the time in my notes app. Just think of ideas, develop those ideas, revisit it all the time. Take time to meditate on your ideas when you're not in a tired state, and just write it. Like, writing became fun because then you just start engaging your imagination, and then before you know it, you start noticing yourself growing in it, and when you notice your growth in it, you can trust your writing more, and it should become more exciting from there.
Thank you so much. So you said you did write a script. Did you enter it for the pitch competition?
I did not.
You don't want He doesn't want to be produced by Miss Michelle? What's tea?
Well, on the contrary, I actually have produced with Miss Michelle multiple times. Actually, the movie you guys will be seeing shortly tomorrow night, Golden Romance, I was the director of photography, cinematographer on that movie.
Okay.
It was very fun to shoot, a very, very complex love story. Can't wait to see it. And also, on Saturday, you guys will be seeing me amongst the workshops too.
Okay. He said, I didn't put mine in there. I'll still help with the other things. I respect that. Thank you so much. Do you have any advice that you want to give to any filmmakers or any people that are going to be in the cinematography workshop?
Yeah, come through on Saturday. The workshop that I teach is called Effective Through the Lens. I actually have something for you all that I'll be revealing at the end of it, but you got to come and show up to find out what it is. And come to the workshop ready to learn and just with an open mind, because my desire for that class is really just to help people get to that next level, because a lot of times people see something on TV and they want their movie to look like that and they're struggling with it, and you don't need $100,000 big boy toys like Hollywood uses to get a great look out of your film or get your camera movement and everything that goes into it to look stellar. And a lot of people get stuck in that, and a lot of filmmakers get discouraged, and I don't want y'all to be that, because I've been there myself, but I stuck with it because I love it, but I know other people who have truly given up the craft. So everybody I know who's a filmmaker, who's been in this thing more than 5 years or more than 10 years, regardless of where you are, just congratulate yourself, because I always congratulate people on just staying in the game. So it don't matter if you ain't got an audition in 3 years. It don't matter if you ain't got booked on something in 5 years. If you still reading lines, practicing, you're staying in the game. Stay in the game.
This year we rise again, stronger, louder, and more brilliant than ever. Thank you once again for being a part of this.